We are Cory and Wallace, an early retired couple on a full-time journey around the world. With a passion for exploring new cultures, discovering hidden gems, and enjoying delicious local food, we are on a mission to experience as much of the world as we can.
Hello from Mexico City.
Today is yet another travel day, and we are going to be checking out of the hotel shortly, heading over to Benito Juarez International Airport, and taking a very short 1 hour-ish long flight to Oaxaca City, which is where we're going to be spending the next 2 weeks.
So the last couple of days we've been in the Marriott Reforma Hotel, and I do highly recommend it. It's got a lot of activities very close that you can go to, a lot of restaurants and a lot of shopping, so it makes staying here really pleasant. And I would say it's overall, I would say that the lounge is a big benefit to this place.
Yeah, no, this hotel's been very comfortable for the 2 days we've been staying here. If you didn't catch our previous video, we did do a full review of this place, so take a look at that. But yeah, this is the end of our 35 days here in Mexico City. What did you think overall?
I really enjoyed Mexico City. If you haven't seen our other video with our Airbnb, I suggest you go watch it. That kind of went sideways.
Just a little.
So I think that tainted our experience a little bit. But if you remove that, Mexico City has a lot to offer. It's a very quiet city, which is shocking, but it's just beautiful and there's lots to do. Yeah, you won't get bored.
I agree about quiet. We keep coming back to that. Like, this is a city of approximately 20 million people, and we've been, to Shanghai, we've been to Bangkok, we've been to Saigon, Hanoi, Hong Kong. We've been to other big cities, and here it feels a lot more relaxed than it should, and I really, really enjoyed that. So I think Mexico City is a place that I would definitely come back to. But yeah, anyways, that is it for the moment. We are going to get checked out of here and head on over to the airport. Definitely a bit of a drive, but we are at the airport in Terminal 2, and we're gonna go inside and see if we can get ourselves checked in. Big surprise, lots of construction. Self-check-in here for Aeroméxico, super easy using the self-check-in kiosks, and then just the baggage drop over there, and we're gonna go make our way to security. We are seated in the Centurion Lounge now. Unlike a typical lounge, there's no buffet, so they actually assign you a table or a couch or whatever, and it's table service, so we're just waiting for the menus and yeah, see what is available.
1 hour later.
So the Centurion Lounge It was good food, but they took forever, so we had to eat in a rush. I had salad.
I had a burger. It was tasty.
It was decent, but now we're boarding, so. We made it onto our flight. Our gate agent, unfortunately, was very unreasonable.
She basically tried to get us to gate check both of our backpacks, even though they are within carry-on size, claiming that this is a smaller plane and that they wouldn't fit. We weren't the only ones. There's a bunch of people with carry-on size suitcases that also had them gate checked. But of course, our bags contain, my CPAP, like medical devices, computers, lithium battery packs, that sort of thing. So we aren't able to check those. So once we got the bus to the plane where the gate check items were being dropped off, we talked to the agent there, and luckily she was much more reasonable and let us carry the backpacks on. So problem solved. But yeah, I don't know what it is, but every time we try to get on a plane in Mexico, whether it's here, Puerto Vallarta, Ixtapa, Cancun, it's always an absolute mess.
So high, I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end.
That was a short flight. I think we were in the air for 40 minutes.
Just that.
A little rough though.
Yeah, but they had food, or they had drinks and snacks, so that's cool.
We got our bags. One thing to note is in Oaxaca, there is no Uber, and even the local ride-sharing app Didi does not pick up from the airport. So we got to go to that taxi stand over there and get a taxi to our hotel. So getting a taxi is pretty easy. If you want a private car, it was 490 pesos to go to the central district. We opted for the cheaper option, which is a collectivo or a shared van, and it was 135 pesos each. You can pay cash or card here, and once you get your ticket, you just go outside, find your van, and they'll take you where you need to go. The collectivo that we're in is absolutely jam-packed, so I'm sitting in the front seat and Cory's way back there in the very, very back. Should only be about a 10 or 15 minute drive into the city center though, so we'll see. The drive took a lot more than 10 minutes. It was more like 40 minutes. But this street coming up to our hotel, oh my gosh, how cute is this place?
Welcome to our room for the next 2 nights. I forgot to mention earlier, we are currently at the City Centro by Marriott. And this is on points, so which is 2 nights before we move into an Airbnb. Right as you enter the room, we've got the sink. There's a little closet here with a safe in it. And the bathroom, nothing fancy, just a shower and a toilet. Yeah, pretty basic, but it'll do. And then just the room, king size bed, TV, got a kettle and, a coffee maker, and some water. And they did leave us a little welcome gift for being a Marriott Elite member. It's a little basket with some pretty nice looking chocolates. So we'll be getting into that in a little while here. But yeah, we're gonna get settled in and then we're gonna take you guys with us and do a little tour of the property. We're just exploring the rest of the property here at the City Centro by Marriott, and these little courtyard areas behind us are really cute. The like red pink walls, and then you got like blue sky up there. It's just a really neat little property. We found the gym. It's tiny, but there's free weights, bench, a couple of bikes, a couple of treadmills, a couple of ellipticals. This'll do. So downstairs was the dining room where the breakfasts are held, as well as a bar. And this is the second floor where the gym is, just over there. And there's another bar behind me. And I think there's a pool around here somewhere.
The next day.
The breakfast selection was okay. Not the greatest we've ever had, but for honestly, the City Centro, the City Express brand of hotels is on the lower end for Marriott. So it's better than I would expect. Certainly better than most breakfast buffets at the typical lower end North American hotels, so can't really complain there. My only problem was when she was making my omelet, she put the eggs down to cook, and then she put the ham and cheese down on the grill, and then walked away to do some other kitchen prep stuff. And by the time she came back, the cheese basically had cooked to the point where it was really, really tough, and even with a fork it was hard to cut through it, so that was a little bit weird. What are you gonna do? So the business center is out here down next to the courtyard as well. A couple of computers and a printer there that looks like is available for use. So if you needed to print off boarding passes or anything like that, you've got an option there. Our hotel is actually walking distance to the Centro Historico, or the Central like historical part of town. I believe here also called the Zocalo. So we're just wandering out, taking a look around the area. And so far, I love this part of Oaxaca City. It's super cute, lots of street art, really quaint, streets. Like immediately surrounding our hotel is like cobblestone streets, really hard to walk on actually. And now we've just come out to this little park here, or square or something, on our way into Centro. We are now here at the Church of Santo Domingo de Guzman. This is a Spanish Baroque style church that was built starting in 1572 and completed in 1724. We're only 10 minutes away from our hotel right now, so this is a very nice walk. This part of town is just absolutely charming, and we're gonna go inside and take a look. We wandered into the Central Public Library, and this building's been here since the early 19th century.
And it's really, really beautiful. It's well maintained. And honestly, if you're coming to the library, this is one of the better ones.
It's not the largest collection of books I've ever seen in a library, but it is like just a really beautiful, peaceful area to, study, read, or whatever. We have reached the Plaza de la Constitucion, or as it's more commonly known, the Zocalo, and this is the main square here in Oaxaca City, and it's been here since about 1529 if I'm not mistaken. So we're just going to go take a walk around and see what shops and vendors there are in this area. Right next to the Zocalo here is the Metropolitan Cathedral of Oaxaca City. So we are going to go ahead inside and take a look. It's very busy here, very busy in front of the square. There's street vendors coming up to you every few seconds trying to sell you souvenirs and trinkets and stuff. Lots of cafes, if you need food or drink. But yeah, it's definitely a very bustling area here. Well, if there's one thing the Spanish were really good at, it was building churches, because there's a couple of really great examples here. But anyways, I think that's gonna do it for this video. What'd you think of Oaxaca City so far?
I think it's really cute. It's pretty laid back actually, and the weather's great. So
It's so much warmer here than Mexico City.
I really like it.
Yeah, so this was just a taste of what's to come. Obviously, we're just wandering around today on our own, just taking pictures and seeing the sights. So thanks very much for joining us on our travels here to Oaxaca City. We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up, give us a like, and make sure to subscribe.
And join us in our other videos for more adventures. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring.
Alright, this is something I've been wanting to try forever. It's called the marquesita, and basically it's this really incredibly thin crepe cooked on this iron that you can see. So it ends up like, once it's folded, it's like super crispy, and it's filled with Nutella and banana, and oh my god, it smells incredible. This was 70 pesos. So crispy, so delicious. But now I've got Nutella everywhere.